Welcome back to Dala's kitchen. So before we went on break, kuku, we've already put a beautiful chicken which is almost ready. The moment the chicken comes out, I'll explain to you what we need to do to that chicken. But what we do next is, while we wait for the chicken to keep on cooking, you can think about how do you want to serve it. So I've got a cucumber, I've got tomatoes, I've got some nice salad plates over here. Two things. One, yes, you can eat your cucumbers with the peeling. Important thing, especially at this particular time, or any other time, not only during Corona, but any other time, to make sure that it's washed. Wash it thoroughly. So I've already washed my vegetables thoroughly, both the tomatoes and the cucumbers. And as I said, you can have it either. If you decide to have your cucumbers peeled, or you can peel them on one side as part of the garnish and leave the other side. Okay, that's another way. Yeah, peel and not peel. Can we call it that way? Yeah, let's call it peel and don't peel. Okay. So my salad today, the cucumbers will be peel and don't peel. Okay, throw that one there. Cut them at an angle. It's very, very important. See, as far as food is concerned, everything is on the presentation. So it's very, very important to try and see how you can do it. Okay. Maybe I won't use the whole thing, but let's see. So I've got these ones, and try to keep them the same way that you cut them, so that you have from thin all the way to the top. When you make an arrangement, then it comes out nicely. Okay, that's the cucumber peeling. Let's stack onto the tomatoes. Tomatoes, what do I want to do with the tomatoes? I can either slice them. So maybe for the quesadillas, I will slice them. Let's talk about chicken, baby. Let's talk about, look at that. Ebu angalia. Cameraman, kuja karibu. Now, at the beginning we talked about if the chicken is not seared properly, if this was not seared properly, all the juices will be all over the place right now. But because we trapped the juices in there, then we make sure that we seared it and you don't see juices in the pan. Another thing is, the moment, not only chicken, but chicken, beef, lamb, if you're cooking it all, and you get it out of the fridge, you don't slice it immediately. You let it rest. Any chef will tell you, let your meat rest. The reason why I want to let your meat rest is so that the juices engulf inside the meat, and then when you slice it, they don't escape. If I slice this right now, the meat is going to escape. So, let us start with the quesadilla. Our favorite word of the day is quesadilla. So since the chapati is already cooked, and I'm going to cook this quesadilla here, usually somebody would cook it into the oven. But I don't want to do it in the oven. Let's say you don't have an oven. What if? Let's talk about those what ifs. What if you don't have an oven? What do you do? So we're going to do this. And this is, believe me, it's not the Mexican way. I talked about fusion. So we are giving it a fusion way of cooking quesadilla. Then I've got my nice onions that I chopped. I throw them in there. Look at all those nice fancy colors coming up. Okay, fancy nice colors. You can use some of them and prepare kachumbari and then serve it on the side. We can do that, okay? So we'll do that. And then I've got my nice herb. Okay, so I just studia it kidogo hapo juu. Okay, it's got the salt and peppers and everything, and I add some more cheese. Top layer, which comes in like that. Boop. Simple as that. Dish tayari. So You go and you say, okay man, I'll use that. And all I need to do is to cook it lightly. So if you wanted to use more oil, just leave it there, or you could have thrown the oil before you throw in, but it's not necessary, you know. And I try, most of my dishes, I try to have them like light, healthy, so not too oily, something of the sort, okay? So all we need to do here is to heat them up, okay, with that oil, you know, okay, for the cheese to melt, and at the same time for the chapatis to warm. So reduce the heat, let it go down. See, let me see. Ah, you see, the cheese has started melting there. The chapatis are getting warm, because when I flip it over, I don't want my chapatis to overcook. Look at that. Apple poems, eh? So I finica it. Top it on top. Top it on top. Top it on top. Pop, 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 pop. Let it cook. I can see the cheese is melting on one side. Okay. And I'm using this always to turn it. Now, to make sure that the top end also touches, now that I've thrown in the chicken, I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit cheese on top of the chicken, 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 just so that I don't have to open it anymore now. Sour. But some of you cannot flip, so you do this. You take the plate, you put it on top there, you flip it. Look at that. Look at that magic. Unaona imeshaanza kwa crispy, yeah, on one side, and then you just sukuma it in there. Look at how crispy that is, and it's hot. So I didn't burn the chapati, and at the same time it's crispy. So it's going on well. Now let's look at our wrap. It's a wrap. I take my chicken, which is already sliced. Okay. I take a few of my cucumbers. Do I hear somebody says yum? Do I hear a yum somewhere? I take my tomatoes. You call them tomatoes, I call them tomatoes. Okay. Now, I just want a few dollops of mayonnaise on top there. Okay. Okay, just a few dollops of mayonnaise. Okay. Let's not waste the gas. Okay. I can also use a few shreds of green. Look at all that color. Now look at that color. Hebu angalia hiyo rangi. Please, nipatie a compliment. Chef Abdallah anatengeneza something that is simple but is worth using. Okay. Okay. Put your toothpick there to stand. Here's my other toothpick to stand. Put your toothpick there. Take your cherry tomato. Put it on top there. Put another cherry tomato on top there. Okay. Now garnish your board with some cucumbers. Okay. Let's go there. We're going to garnish our board with some cucumbers, and we had that leftover tomato that we want to use. So let's take that tomato and cut it. That's why into wedges. Okay. Throw in a tomato over there, throw in a tomato over there. I've still got 2 more slices to steal. Okay. And I throw it over there. That's one dish. You don't need a plate, you can use the cutting board as your plate. That's one thing. Look at that. Look at that cheese melting. Look at that cheese melting. Yummy. I wish I wasn't fasting today, lakini nitatengeneza usiku. Hapa tunaweza kufanya tukachukua, I've got my nice salad leaves. Any kind of salad can do, by the way. Any kind of salad can do. Unaziweka hapo, and where was that mayonnaise that was left over? You can use it to dig in. You're working from home. You want something quick, something easy to make. You have some leftover chapatis. There's something that you can do. Anybody can do that. All you need to do, all that is missing there right now that to your plate. Unaanza kukata hapo. Unaanza dig in. If you want to get this recipe and enjoy my meals and any other recipes, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Chef Abdallah Masood, Twitter page, Proud Kenyan. That's a very easy way of finding me. Or you can write to me as @Dala59. That's me also. And I'm also a TikToker nowadays, so go to TikTok and say Abdallah Masood 2. That's me, without an A. So Abdallah, the last syllable A, not Abdallah, but Abdal Masood 2. You can also get me on Facebook, Abdallah Masood. Write to me. I'll share these recipes with you. So until next time, same place, same time. I'm looking at this. I don't know if I'll finish my fast today. I'm in my fast right now. But I am committed to finishing my fast. So to all my fellow Muslims, Ramadan Kareem, and to the other people, see you next time. Peace. Take care. Enjoy yourself.